Things are getting weird today, fellas. So, today's video is going to be a bit different. I'm not going to be covering a specific piece of pop culture or anything like that. Today, I wanted to talk about the concept of existing in a simulation. It's something I think a lot of us have pondered in the past, at least I have. What if it's all not real? What if it's someone else's creation? What if I'm not important? I wanted to make a video about this for a while, but replaying The Witcher 3 and playing Cyberpunk recently were a big reason why I decided to finally actually do it. Oftentimes in video games, I feel like I'm the only thing that really matters in this little sandbox the developers have made for me. Everything else is just toys I can play with. But these are the two games in recent memory that I've played where I didn't feel like I was the main character. I felt like I was just a guy, part of a world that was bigger than him. Just like in real life. Obviously, these games aren't perfect simulations of real life, they just still have a long way to go, honestly, but the fact that they were able to capture that feeling of existing in a living, breathing world makes me think. Does that mean we're going to be able to make creations that are indistinguishable from real life at some point? And if that is the case and we're able to create a simulation like that, does that mean we're in one?
Well, statistically speaking,
Yes. It does. Think about it. If we're able to make a perfect recreation of life, then what are the odds we're the first ones to do it? It would be infinitely more likely that we'd be one of the simulations creating another one than the real deal doing it for the first time. We'd be just one of infinite simulations recreating our existence over and over and over and over and over, and nothing matters. My goals, my aspirations, the type of man I want to become doesn't matter. The days I spend trying to create something that I believe can make someone smile doesn't matter. The person I fall in love with, the family I could create wouldn't matter. The stars I stare at and the mountains I walk on doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, they're just ones and zeros made by some other ones and zeros somewhere else. Well, Jerry brings up a good point, actually. We're still a long ways off of actually making a simulation of real life. We'd have to simulate all the senses, emotions, physics, graphics. Can you imagine the storage that would take up? The latest Call of Duty is like 200 gigabytes or something like that. We'd need a machine that would be capable to hold the size of a new reality, let alone actually make it. Plus, when we do get to that point, would it really matter? Nothing would change, really. We'd still wake up in the morning, talk to our friends, go to work. We'd still be arguing about politics. We'd still be talking about new games and TV shows we're excited for. We'd still be living. One thing I think is easy to forget when talking about this is that it would be a perfect simulation of real life. How would that make the simulation reality any less important than the real reality or any of the other simulations? How would that make the importance of equality or things like global warming or that game you've been wanting to play or what you're going to eat for breakfast any less important? It wouldn't. Not because we're just as important, but because we aren't important at all. The universe is the most true neutral thing ever. It literally does not care if it exists or not. So when you truly think about it, whether we live in a simulation or not, nothing matters except what we make matter to us. Whether you're made up of ones and zeros or carbon and hydrogen, it doesn't change what you fundamentally feel is important to you. And this is exactly the message that Sword Art Online is all about. You fools! I made another SAO video and you didn't even know it. It was right under your nose the whole time and you didn't even know. Thank you guys so much for watching up to this point. It's the end of the video, but real quick before you click off, I just wanted to tell you that there are other videos on this website that you're on right now that I have made. You can click on the screen right now and go watch it. In fact, if you like them well enough, you can choose to be notified when I make more. So, with that said, make sure to leave a like if you do, subscribe if you're new, and as always, guys, make someone smile today. Bye.